Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, wherever you guys are in the world watching this. Today is an absolute special day in the year. And this year, 2025, today is a special day. Why is it a special day? Today is the summer solstice. Now, I quite quickly want to say it's the longest day of the year, but that's not the case. Every day is 24 hours. It's the longest daylight day of the year for us in Scotland, the summer solstice. So I'm here in Oban just now, and I'm at Ganavan Sands behind me, and I'm taking a little hop, skip and a jump round the coast near Oban and out to the island called Kerrera. So the paddle that I'm doing today, it's quite a short paddle. It's under 10 k's, maybe about 8 k's thereabouts. So it might take me a couple of hours to get to the spot that I'm going to, but I'm in no rush. I'm in no rush, and I'm just sort of paddling nice and easy and enjoying the warm weather, and it is warm. So this weekend there's been a heat wave, certainly down south in England. I think there's a heat wave going on down there. Yesterday it was really warm here in Scotland, about 28, 29 degrees. And today it's just overcast. Gutted. I might clear up later on. Always optimistic folks. And you know what, it doesn't matter. It could pour down the rain. This is fantastic. Right, the other thing guys, I promise you some good food. Really good food. I'm so excited for it already. And listen, we need to get some home truths out there. We need to talk about some serious stuff. And Frank, I'm talking about you. What's the story with Budweiser? Come on Frank. Budweiser is the king of beers. You know that, I know that, and we're drinking Budweiser tonight. I might change next year mate, so I'll take you up on that Guinness. So there's a seal just off 12 o'clock on my nose. Close to one. So to your right, to my left, is Maiden Island. The other side of Maiden Island is the main route for all the ferries and the big shipping lane. So I just need to look left, look right, look left, look right again. that's the shipping lane navigated. And thankfully, it was all okay. So behind you, in front of me, is the Island of Kerrera, where I'm camping tonight. So I'm sitting here off the main shipping channel that's going in and out of Oban. I'm about 5 metres away from the coastline, so I'm not interfering with any marine vessels, that's for sure. There's a big passenger vessel to your right, to my left, that's steaming in, and there's a smaller marine vessel to your left, my right, that's leaving the port. So I'm just going to sit here and watch them coming in and out and do that little dance, and I'll show you what they're up to.
This is the Kayaking ferry of Freezer, soon departing the railway pier outbound by the North Channel, past the Purple Heather, and ETA Denali Light, approximately 10 minutes, listening on 12 and 16.
So there you go, there's a lot of radio traffic to the ferries going in and out of the harbour just now.
All vessels in the Oban Bay area, this is from Kinsbergen. Please listen to a safety navigation message on channel 12. Out. Kinsbergen, we're conducting a navigation exercise in the Oban Bay between Kerrera Lighthouse and Dubsgear until 17:30. We are passing Dunley Light at 8 minutes out.
Okay, I'm coming up to my intended campsite. It's about 200 metres behind you, and it looks from here pretty good. I haven't been there before, I've got no idea, I've just been scanning it from Google Maps, etc. I've already passed a couple of campsites on the way to here, so if this one doesn't work out, I can revert back to some of the ones that I've already passed. Let me show you, it's a little peninsula sticking out, you'll see it.
Go ahead, over.
A bit of a cave here, and somebody's taken upon themselves to put a skull in there. And there's another cave up here. There you go, a couple of caves. Well, we've made it. We're at campsite. Yes, I'm so excited. It is so warm. The warm air that's just been coming down this side of the country has just been fantastic. Not only it's been a warm air, the breeze, hopefully it will keep up and it will keep the midges at bay tonight. I'm not looking forward to that if they come in. Anyway, I'm here, I'm at the campsite. Let me show you. So there's a nice mound up there and we're going to have a little walk up. That's where the tent's going to go. Big airflow all the way through here. Keep the midges away. Kayak's down there. Tide's going out just now. Look at that. That blue bag is where my tent's going to go in and around that area. But there's a problem. And the problem is all the animals, which is okay, but all the animals frequent this place. And there's evidence of droppings. Now, that doesn't bother me. What bothers me, it's the big horny animals, likes of the cows. And I've passed some cows behind you, and it's just concerning that if they come in the middle of the night and have a little play with James, it's not going to end well. But my assessment of this place tells me there's no cow patty things here. It's lots of sheep, goaty things, and geese. And I can see lots of sheep anyway, so I'm going to risk it for a biscuit. And then they're over there. They're all looking at me. They're saying to themselves, what's going on? Anyway, I'll tell you what's going on. I'm going to get the tent up, I'm going to get camp sorted, and then we're going to have a wee conversation about various things. Cheers, folk. Frank, cheers. Oh, yum yum. So like I said, tonight is the summer solstice, the longest day of daylight this year in Scotland. And the sun's right over there just now, let me just see. So I think it's going to be setting round about over there. And with a bit of luck, I might get the sun going down. Who knows? It could be over there. I might get my degrees and whatnot mixed up. But I do know it's coming down round this way. And that's what I've come out for to see, to get that experience, the summer solstice. I've been wanting to do this for a number of years. One thing's led to another. I just never got around to doing it. There's a thing that I particularly like about these trips, and it's all about when things go wrong or when things break or if it doesn't go to plan. Have I got the mental resilience and capability, knowledge and all that kind of stuff to resolve it? So for example, and this is, on the scale of things, this is a nothing, this doesn't matter. The thumb screw for one of my GoPro stands, it doesn't quite work. There's a screw that's came out of the thumb screw part of it. Now, it matters to me because I obviously do a lot of filming and I'll use this later on to do some sort of time lapse. But fortunately enough, I had another thumb screw with me. But all it's taken is for me to bring this tool with me and push the screw back into its recess. And it works. That's it working now. Now if I hadn't had this tool, I would have been able to use something else, that's for sure. But it's something that I like. You know, you're out here, listen, mainland's just over there, but have I got the metal to get past with my thumb screw not working? And the answer to that is yes. Do you know what? I'm going to put the drone up and show you exactly where I am. Enjoy. What time is it? It's dinner time. It's 6:30 just now, and I think I've got a fantastic dinner. But to show you what my dinner is, I'm going to hand you back to Chef James in the kitchen. Chef James, what's happening with dinner? Adventure James, thanks very much. So this is Chef James, and I'm in the kitchen. And for tonight's dinner, I'm looking to have pulled pork on some tacos or tortillas with some slaw and sauce. Yum, yum. Anyway, I'm going to show you how I'm making it. So down here, I've got a number of spices: onion, garlic, salt, pepper, the pork tenderloin, and this is how it all starts off. Some garlic, yum yum, I love garlic. I'm going to slice up this onion. Okay, I'm just going to take this box grater and give the garlic the good news. Garlic done. Now for the onion. Okay, I'm going to fire some spices into this. So it's about that much of smoked paprika. Cumin next. That much of cumin. Some oregano. Yeah, about that much of that. Hot chili powder. About that much. Some pepper. Now for the salt, how much salt? Okay, I'm just going to do this. There we go, not much. Give all that a stir. For the last stage, so I think what I need to do is give this bad boy a dressing with the spices. There's some garlic. Garlic goes in there. Give it a good mash up. And throw the onions in and have them on a bed. Little bed of onions, that's the idea. And lastly, I've got this mix here, so I've got vegetable stock, brown sugar, cider vinegar, tomato paste and a few other jollies. I'm going to put it to bed underneath this tin foil, and it's going to go in the cooker for a good 5 hours at 150. I hope that turns out okay. The moment we've been waiting for. Wait, I've never done this before, and I hope it's not a disaster. Okay, moment of truth. Yeah, dancer. Oh, look, wow. Wow, Chihuahua. That is on the money, folks. Yum yum. Right, the task now is keeping it moist. I'm just going to drizzle some water over it. Oh, look at that, folks. So this is for James's dinner on Saturday night, or tonight. This is for James's dinner tonight. Pulled pork. James, there you have it, mate. What do you think? I've already prepared the pulled pork. Now I need to get ready the crunchy slaw to go with the pulled pork. So we've got red, white cabbage, carrot, spring onions and coriander. Okay, so I've gave them a little bit of a clean up. So I'm obviously not using the whole white cabbage, red cabbage and all the spring onions. So let's just get chopping. So don't judge my culinary chopping methods. Okay, I'm just going to shove it all in this bowl, give it a mix up. Will it all go into this? Let's find out. Boom, crunchy slaw salad. For the crunchy slaw dressing, I've got this stuff here. We've got Coleman's mustard, Greek style with honey yoghurt, lime, some extra virgin olive oil, salt and pepper. Greek style yoghurt, let's just add in well, that is yum yum. We'll add in that much. For the Coleman's mustard, how much do you think? How much is... about that much. Some extra virgin olive oil. Yeah, about that much. A little bit of salt and some pepper. How's that looking? So I need to transfer it into a container. Measure to perfection. Okay, so that's the dressing for my crunchy slaw salad. The last thing that we're making for tonight's dinner is this little chili paste lime sauce. So we've got some mayonnaise, yoghurt, the chili paste, lime, a little bit of honey and some salt. Let's do that. We're after 2 mayonnaise. There's 1, there's 2. We're after some of this stuff. Yum yum. A little bit of salt. I haven't used this before, and it's saying knockout flavour, and it's got 3 chili hots, and I just don't know how hot it is. I mean, just look at the colour. I'm going to taste it first. I need to taste it. Wow. Oh dear. Wow. 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 So see when it's talking about knockout flavour, it is fantastic. But crikey Mikey, it packs a punch. So I'm going to be careful, and I'm only going to add that much to it. And then last of all, it's the lime. So this could be a mistake, but I'm going to add some more of that in it. Okay, so once again, this has got to go into a container for tonight's dinner. There we go, done. Adventure James and the campsite. So there's your pulled pork, the sauce to go on it, the tortillas, whoopsie daisy, pulled pork, the sauce to go over it, the tortillas, the crunchy slaw, and the sauce for the crunchy slaw. Looks amazing. Right, back to James' adventure in the campsite. Enjoy, mate. Oh man, that's just tremendous. I love that. I love that. Well done, Chef James. Thanks very much. I'm hoping I'm going to enjoy it because I've got it right here in front of me and it looks fantastic. Let's have a look at it. So there's the pulled pork in that container. Yum yum. The crunchy slaw and the two sauces here. And out of the camera shot are the wraps. Let's heat up the pulled pork and get this munched. Yum yum. The pulled pork in here, just to give it a little reheat. There's some moisture. There we go. It doesn't look nice, but I'm absolutely, it's the same. I'm famished. In the pot it goes. Do you know, straight away, the smell of that is so intense. It is fantastic. Right, so here's the crunchy slaw salad. And there's the dressing for it. Look at that. And this last one is the sauce for the actual wrap itself. Okay, so this is sizzling away again. Toasty hot. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to plate it up. Okay. Oh, look at that. Tell me that doesn't look good. Tell me that doesn't look good. It might not look pretty or clever. Wow. 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 That was absolutely fantastic. I've got to say that's up there with one of my top meals so far. Superb. Chef James, you nailed it, mate. You absolutely nailed it. I've got another 3 of these to go, so I'm going to polish it off, looking at all this in front of me. Cheers. Dinner was absolutely fantastic. It was really good, nice and tasty, and very filling. So to help you give some bearings, it's going to be difficult to see. So if you can see the hills over there and the landmass, that's the Isle of Mull. In the foreground, a bit of a horizon line. And that long horizon line is the island of Lismore. And that one in the distance is mainland Scotland. Up through there is the Sound of Mull. And I just got a spot of rain. So I've just done a quick check of the weather forecast and it's going to be raining in the early hours of the morning and the wind's picking up tomorrow, which is fine. It's all within my tolerances, so it's all good. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to arrange my kit for a wet start tomorrow. Okay, so in terms of tides, we're between the neap tide and the spring tide. We're kind of in between, but we're closer to springs than neaps, if any of that makes sense to you. There's a seal bobbing off the coast over there, and it's been playing in that bay for a good few hours. Right, go back to camp. I've got a couple of beers. It's only 8 o'clock. Low tide's in about an hour's time. I'm going to get ready for the rain. I'm going to get a fire on. I've got some wood. Amy, Ryan, Maya and Cara, how you guys doing? Remember, like, share and subscribe. I've said this so many times, I count myself lucky for getting the opportunity to do this. And it's just fantastic. I've got a fire going, there's no midge. I've got the last couple of beers, some packets of crisps. I'm going to polish them off, do some time-lapse stuff, enjoy the night and go to my bed. So it's 10:05 and the sun's due to set at 10:15. But you can't see the sun. Them's the breaks. But regardless, it's been a fantastic night. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. And I'm going to go off to bed. So it's night night from me, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Good night. Good morning from base camp. The time is 7:05. And let me tell you something. Last night was wet, and it's still wet. Remember those conditions were changing, I said to you? Well, this morning's breakfast is a little bit different because it's still pouring a rain outside. And so I've got salmon, avocado, and some water. No coffee this morning. And there we have it. Not so bad. For a yucky morning, we've got a strummy It's 7:30. I've still been in my tent all morning. I've not been out even for my pee, and I'm bursting for my pee, and I've had my breakfast. It is teeming down. It's been teeming down all night. It's teeming down just now. Can you hear it? And I'm having my breakfast, getting my gear ready in the tent. I'm starting to throw all my kit on, as you can see. And then I'm going to make a mad dash. It's wet. Oh man, what a morning. That must be the wettest start I've had to one of these camps. Which is fine because I was prepared. And as you know, I checked out the forecast last night and it was due to change weather. And change, boy, didn't it just. So I prepared my kit as a result of the weather changing, and I had all my kayaking gear in the tent, as with another of other key bits of equipment that I required. I had my kayak and other bits and bobs all squared away for a wet start this morning, and it all paid well. So I had a makeshift breakfast, which was good. No coffee yet. I'll get a coffee when I get back to Oban. But I'm just back up, checking my campsite that I'm not leaving any trace. So there you go, you can kind of see the patch where I was sleeping last night. I had a nice sleep last night. There's the green TARDIS down there. I tell you what, when the lightning storm came over, I got a bit worried. I thought, crikey, I'm on this bit of peninsula, high up-ish relatively, I could get a strike. Who would know? Who would care? But it never happened. Right, I'm kind of excited. Right, okay, so the tide is still going out just now, and I've got a tailwind, which is fantastic. So the wind's going that way, all the way back to my destination this morning. Result, absolutely result. And it's blowing quite, they've got a moderate breeze. But there's nothing here up at the campsite. This boat. And we're off. Right, always try and do a pause, a calm, a reflection. Have I got everything? I've done 3 checks. So safety first, safety first. Satellite navigation, satellite emergency communications on me, smoke flares on my buoyancy aid, VHF radio, people back at home know what I'm doing, weather forecast and conditions are well within my limit. It's just dreich, wet and miserable. Car keys, I've just checked that not that long ago, so I've got everything. So I think the most important things I've got, I'm ready to go. I've checked the campsite. I've done another check in my surrounding areas. Little time check for my records. 8:10. Vamos. So it's one of the things that I like about having a plastic boat. When you do some of the solo stuff, you can just sort of scrape down off the beach. So yesterday was sunnies, no cag, sun cream, blistering hot weather. This morning it's dreich, overcast, full dry stuff, thermals. That's Scotland. Okay, we're off. tell you what, this is fantastic, having a tailwind. You're just moving so fast. I mean, I'm not paddling and I'm going at a rapid rate of knots. I like these type of mornings. They're different, obviously, but they kind of test you. They test your, like I was talking about yesterday, your mettle, your resilience. Can you get out of that sleeping bag? Can you get yourself organised to get on with the day when it's minging weather? Yes, I can. Bring it on. Man, I'm charging. I'm just going. Making great progress, just stopped here for a little rest. Fish farm over to your front right. The wind still wants to push me out, you know that. Let's go, let's go. Okay, so behind you guys is the main shipping lane. It's about another, I don't know, 800 metres or so. And I've been scanning the radio, 6 channels, 16 and 12. So channel 12 is the sort of communications channel for the Oban area. And there's been no chat so far this morning. But it's Sunday. So I'm going to make the assumption that the timetable is different on a Sunday, which stands to reason.
Security, attention all vessels in around the Oban Bay area. This is Kayaking ferry cruise. For routine and navigational information regarding Oban Bay and its approaches, please listen on VHF channel 12, channel 12.
There you go, right on cue. Channel 12, pay attention. So he's saying that in channel 16, he's now going to change to channel 12. Is he coming back?
Attention all vessels in around the Oban Bay area. This is Kayaking ferry cruise. Please control the spot the railway gate out. We have the north channel with an ETA viewed and alright in approximately 10 minutes time from now. Cruise standby on VHF channels 12 and 16 for routine navigational traffic.
Okay, so that's one of the Kayaking ferries leaving the Oban harbour just now, the Oban port. And that's really good news. So by the time I get to the point where I need to cross, they might be passing by me, just like yesterday. So let's watch out for that. Here it comes. So you can see the mast of it just over the horizon. There it comes, Kayaking ferry. it goes without saying, that boat is going to create a little bit of chop as I get closer to the line that is past. So this is me crossing the main shipping lane. I knew that ship was coming. I was listening to my radio. There's no more ships that are coming out, so I should be okay. And that chop from the bow of the boat is just about to hit. Here it comes. 3, 2, 1, there we go. Yes! Did you feel that? Did you see that? A little bit more. Almost back where it started, Ganavan Sands, over that direction. What a great adventure! Some dark clouds. I'm actually getting off the water from my point of view quite timely. The winds are going to pick up in the afternoon, but it's 9:05 just now. So I'm doing okay. I'll turn you around for Ganavan Sands. Well, that's me back at Ganavan Sands. I had a wee overnight camp celebrating the summer solstice. Never so much of the sun going down, and the weather turned overnight, which I knew it was going to do. Wet, not so much windy, lightning, and that theme continued on to this morning. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have and you're still here, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, tell me what you think, and subscribe if you're new to this channel, because there's more of these videos coming. Anyway, listen, have a great time. I'm just gonna chill out a little bit, take it easy, pack the car up and head off. Hasta luego.